All right, guys, we're going to talk about Season 3, Episode 1 of Ash vs. Evil Dead. So I had seen this episode previously.
This one I did see. I think I actually didn't see the first episode of Season 2 or something.
Okay.
Or they were going to do the second episode that year or whatever, and I cut out early Comic-Con panel stuff where they show it.
Yes.
And then by Season 3, I was like, well, I haven't even seen all of Season 2. I just gave up, and I'm like, fine, I'll just watch it, who cares? And it was wild. I remember this in that theater, the Hammerstein Ballroom Theater or whatever.
That's where we saw
People went crazy.
No, it's a decent opening episode. It sets up the world and where we think things should take place.
Yeah.
Ash has a sex shop / home improvement store.
That commercial, the opening of the commercial with him, where's slashing prices, and he does the whole, and you see the boom, and it's a bad green screen. Like, so much effort was put into making this the worst thing ever, and I really appreciate it.
It looked like a Middle America ad on cable access, and that works. The episode itself, I like what we have. The thing. After I have my previous thoughts on this one, and then like my current thoughts. So I remember on my first watch through, I was like more new characters. Like I was a little like because we have his daughter now, and we have this
Dalton,
like, Knight of whatever.
The Knight of Samaria.
Yeah, and I was like I just don't like his face.
You don't feel that way anymore?
Well, no, I still do.
Oh,
but
that's how I feel.
My first impulse was that.
I agree with you.
I remember thinking, he's like a broken version of Tom Hardy.
Oh, nice.
And I still feel that way about him. The rest of it though, I'm like, okay, things are going good. I'm like, I don't fully understand Ruby's timeline and how things work.
So
that's cool.
This might be the other Ruby.
It is the other Ruby,
right?
Ruby's dead.
Yeah. So she is time travel and whatever. So she stabbed herself all like this is the ultimate expression of that trope that we hate. Where
that's what I'm saying is if you
like,
kill yourself in the future, you can't exist past the point you stabbed that person in the future's life because you're dead.
Well, she's from there though. She just kept living. She'll eventually get old and go back in time and die. I don't know.
That's what I mean.
Rules.
This is past the point that Ruby went back in time. Ruby, at the ripe old age of, let's say, 1 million or whatever.
They created a parallel universe.
We have to be in a different, like, something or other, because Ruby went back in time to help Ash. Ruby from the past stabbed Ruby from the future, and now this Ruby has grown up to the point where she would have gone back in time and passed it. I guess because she never would have had to gone to save anything because it would have
Maybe she
saved.
Traveled forward in time with them, and it is her from the past, but...
Well, she was in the crowd.
Yeah.
So I guess.
And that's why I thought the whole fake future was a fake future and like a dream. Because I'm like, well, Ruby's there. They're all tied up in like the basement and she's doing something to their heads or whatever. No, this is so much worse to me, but whatever. She's there. I really liked that scene. So she stabbed herself all the way through the hand, which is the ultimate expression of that trope that we hate, where it's like, why are you cutting yourself in such an important part of it? It goes all the way through the hand just to put a few drops of blood down, which is
and
insane
then like
to me.
the oddest.
Oh man.
Oddest like let me like and
my
my only thought is like, is it just the worst tasting fake blood ever?
It's so good.
And like they're like, okay, so you're gonna put it in your mouth, and then that's the scene, and that's her natural reaction.
That would be amazing.
Or is the like stage direction saying, okay, you're gonna want to gag really violently on this? Like it tastes terrible.
This tastes awful.
Because she's just like when somebody who's not a like sexual person is trying to do something sexual. Like it reminded me of that when she's licking her fingers and then just like
oh god. How am I doing this? It's so salty. Yeah, it's amazing. No, it's amazing. I thought it was an amazing scene. I loved how she's like rubbing in like the book, and the book's supposed to be inked in blood, and she's rubbing and basically rubs out the chosen one, the ash thing, right? And then eats that blood and doubles over in like she's like gagging on it.
Yeah,
she
and
doubles
like,
over in like pregnant pain, and they do like the CG rippling the Andrew Kramer video tutorial. Do you think she's giving birth to like a bad ash? Is that what's happening? She like took the ash from the book and ate him.
I don't know.
Because I thought in like the ripples on her stomach, there was a chainsaw arm on the baby.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
I'm out of my fucking mind. I know that. But I think another ash is growing in there.
I don't know.
That's where I'm going with it.
It could just as easily be goo babies again, because that would have not happened to this person yet.
I guess.
I don't know.
So in her chant, she says that abominar or whatever the Latin for like she was doing back then. So I had that thought too, that she's doing the conjuring spell.
Yeah.
But her something about wiping it and then showing that she like does like the clean wipe at the end, and like the shotgun like image of him is gone now. I'm like, it's really good. I like that a lot.
No, I thought it was effective. I did enjoy that quite a bit. But I don't know if it's gonna be an Ash clone.
Who knows?
I wouldn't be upset by it.
That's
but
like
we've
too
done it a
direct
few
or whatever.
times now that I'm like, I don't know.
I want
and like, would we then see it as like a aged, like, you know, like would it super jump cut to like it being as old as Ash is right now?
No, like a younger Ash, like an X-24 from Logan, where it's like he knows all my moves before I make them, and I don't even know what they are. Like this whole thing. And he has like a different brand of chainsaw or something. Just something
I wonder
so
if that
crazy.
or he's holding a chainsaw because he has two arms.
Because he just has both hands or whatever.
Yeah.
Woo!
I would be down for that.
I don't know. We'll see.
If they had the ability to actually do young Ash like that.
I doubt they could pull
find
it
someone
off.
who looked enough like him or whatever the thing is. Like,
do the
does
CG,
he have kids? I don't know.
facial CG stuff
Like
that they
Terminator?
cannot afford. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. It'll be more like Terminator than Robert Downey Jr.'s in whatever, the Winter Soldier. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm okay with whatever happens, but I don't know. There's some interesting speculation there.
But that's all that. Ruby gets the book from the Antique Roadshow and the Barn Guy.
That guy's familiar as fuck.
He was very familiar. And she's like, I'm gonna need that book, and he's like, oh, you don't understand. She just does like the thing, and his face goes, and that's your opening splatter thing.
Yeah.
We love the opening splatter thing.
We do.
And they used it here. It was perfect. So she's got the book, and that's what leads into all that stuff with the book.
They did some really great fake head stuff in this one.
Oh yeah.
So like aside from like, you know, when he like shreds the girl's face with what's that? Not a violin, a harp. There's also like when the mother's head gets cut off with a cymbal.
Yes.
That was a really good head.
That was a really good head.
And like it was made of like you know like the wiggly gel tension because like it dropped and like you saw like an expression change
moving.
almost.
Yeah,
it
was
like,
awesome.
Oh, cool.
I agree.
So it's nice. That's that shit where I'm like attention to detail where I'm like this is like a 4-second scene, but like that's a lot of awesome right there.
Yeah, that whole thing. I'm not even sure they showed her like putting her hands out, but you just see all the fingers fall, and then her bleeding, and then the head sliding. Right,
yeah,
it's a great
you didn't see
composition.
Contact, but you saw her like do one of these.
Super
and then
good.
just bam.
No,
very nice.
I like that a lot.
And like you wouldn't. It's great because it's something you don't really expect. You're like, oh, you're gonna introduce like she might die. But you'd think of it more like on like episode 2, 3 kind of thing.
Yeah.
To just introduce, kill, and the way Ash can't even get her fucking name right of the daughter.
Yes.
Sandy, Mandy. It's
Brandy.
It's Brandy.
And then later he like starts doing the J, and he's like, Sandy. And just it just cuts on him getting her name wrong another time. Those flashbacks to him looking like Freddie Mercury when it's like, I'm your fucking wife, and he's like, what? And it's like Candace Barr, and he's like, Candace Barr, Candy Bar, and then the guy in the back, Pablo's like, what? And she's like, shut up, guys. And then it cuts to them. He's got like his hand is like a bracer thing or something, and he's got like muscles again. Yeah, that's why I thought we could do younger Ash, because he looks great there. It's like all different thing.
That was a body double.
Well, yeah, exactly. Do it up. It was perfect. So we could do that, but that's where he has this crazy mustache, and they're like banging it, in the car in the wedding dress, and it has like a Vegas vibe. But she's like, remember Branson? When it goes back to Branson again, and where he married her, and he's like, nah, I couldn't be the father because I was using my lucky rubber throughout the aughts. That baby went 50-0, which is the grossest thing ever. It's amazing.
There was a name of that chapel too, and I clocked it and I forget it now.
Okay.
But yeah, it was something funny.
Yeah.
And did you love that Pablo has his fish and chips shop that he was talking
about?
Yes.
Here's your taco and your hard drive.
I was like,
I know.
Great, Pablo.
It's so dumb. That's amazing, because stuff like that, the callbacks to like the things, because they didn't spend a lot of time there, and now we're gone, so I don't know what we're gonna do. But like,
and that little cartoon of him was wonderful. Like it was on the side of
the drawing.
Taco, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Did not see that.
Oh, it was a really great attention to detail for it's something you saw for like a minute, like.
Yeah. This is that premiere style thing.
Yeah.
So you meet Ash's daughter in the school. She's doing like after school scrub that stuff off the lockers business. You got the mascot. I remember this in the
Hammerstein.
I
don't think when we saw the sneak peek of this episode, I don't think it was the 100% full episode, because there were little bits here that I'm like, oh, that might have been like still getting worked on or something.
Okay.
Like, which doesn't make sense, because I think it aired like a few weeks after this, or maybe they showed us a condensed one because it's only in like an hour or so panel.
Yeah. So the panel's like a Q&A, and
I thought
and then they
ours opened up.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know what? Maybe I'm just wrong. I don't know. Disregard.
There were things that I didn't remember, like you see Kelly at this bar, and she's like the tough bar person.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's
and I remember thinking, I was like, that's strange. I'm like, why isn't she with them? Why is she on her own, and why working a job as a like I don't know, what does she play? Patrick Swayze's part from
she's
Roadhouse.
She's the toughest cooler in the biz.
Yeah.
I don't know, something, whatever. And then Dalton's kind of following them, but like way behind them. And then you just see him with Kelly. I feel like there were cut out bits or something. Like you're saying, it almost felt condensed anyway, certain things.
Yeah, a little bit.
But they spend a lot of time.
All his exposition was done off screen and then just regurgitated.
Well, and it's like she kind of tells Ash his deal, but
That's what I'm saying.
I don't recall him telling her his deal.
No.
I thought maybe I just missed it. All right.
That's what I'm saying. So, off screen, then regurgitated by a character we already know.
Yeah, who's like,
all
he's
right.
out of Sumeria, and he's like, fan, super fan, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like stuff like that. But no, overall it was good. They show up, they kill the mascot, right? The dude.
Yeah, the mascot had some good things too. He had some like facial movement and stuff that was
Yes.
actually happening. Some cool blood play too.
It starts out just like a mascot, and they're like, very funny, Josh. And then it turns out like it starts bleeding out of its eyes. And then later when it fights Ash, it has like real claws and real teeth. It's like growing into like
actual
a thing.
facial features and being puppeteered. It was cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
That like I'll call it a semi-jump scene of like, you know, ripping him through the window there.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa! Like it caught me.
No, I forgot all about the mascot because that's who they're hiding from when they come in, when like Ash and them find them or whatever. The whole fight scene with the musical instruments with Rachel, the other girl, and all that stuff, who's now like a dead.
Parts of that were fantastic.
It was very Raimi.
Some parts not very good.
Did you
but
not
like when she goes over to like the drums, like the face she makes at the drums, I'm like, oh, she's like a drummer. And
she's
like
like
she's
a
doing
drummer.
this, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. This part's good. But then there's some weird CG instruments I feel like could have been better.
So there's cameos of there's camera angles where like it's like the camera's attached to the violin and it's like and there's stuff with like drumsticks going up Ash's nose and all this goofy stuff.
That's super old.
That's
school
very
callbacky
Raimi. That's
stuff.
very awesome. There's a part though where she's like blowing in into like a tuba and it sends out like sonic ripple waves.
Yeah.
It's like the first X-Men movie quality of like CG and like awfulness. So I think I'm on the same page.
She pulls back and shoots the ball. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Okay. Yeah, doing weird stuff like that, putting a little flair on it. Because once they're in the music room, that made me like remember the cymbal part, but I forgot how we got there. But she's just like jumping around the room.
Yes.
Things still play a little, and but like she's already gone.
That's like one of those weird things with the rules in the world thing. Like, if you can just puppeteer and make all the things in the room do something, why don't you just walk with like 100 knives and just kill everybody?
Because the Deadites have a flair for theatrics.
That's essentially it.
And they want to build up.
It's like, well, they like to be theatrical and they're protected by plot, so things just happen here and there.
So things just take their own thing.
Because like, why when he shoots the instrument and it like, you know, breaks in the middle, why does it stop you? Why can't a sharded, broken instrument still kill you?
Why can you kill the trombone or whatever he shoots and then it falls down or whatever? Yes. Plot holes.
They in the beginning when they're surrounded by blood, I thought that was really cool. I'm like, I'm not sure exactly how they did that, and like it made the blood just pool on them like kind of perfectly. And then like they fall and like roll in it for a second, and the next thing you see them and they're like barely have any blood on them.
And they're like running again, even though they would have blood all over their like stuff. But that's like very like Double Dare, like chocolate sauce everywhere. There's like a lot of like sliding around, very crazy.
That's how that would happen. When the friend screams like, "Fuck whoever you are, get out of here!" I'm like, "What are you doing, bitch?" And you can kind of tell she's infected at that point because no sane person would scream to the guy looking for you to get the fuck out of here.
I didn't think that she was infected yet. I just thought that she was.
When did you think infection set in?
I don't know. I was just thinking that she was being like stupid. But yeah, they're like hiding and they have a hiding spot, and she's like, "Fuck you, idiot," or something dumb. And you're like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Yeah. But the fact that the mascot doesn't come for her is kind of an indication. Because he would have heard that, but he's like, I'm going to wait and see what happens with this thing or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, Ash looking for the joint again, finally getting like the trophy, I'm going to save this for the appropriate moment, and then they fight and kill everybody.
Whenever I see things
that's the
like
appropriate
that,
moment.
where there's something like saved, like, oh, there's money in this wall, there's blah, blah, this and that, I'm like, at what point would you just take it back? Because like presumably he was never going back to this, and maybe he just forgot about it at that moment because it's just a joint, like whatever. Yeah. But like that kind of thing happens, a lot of things, and I'm like, it's weird to leave things all around the world that could help you at any given time.
So it's a little Bill and Teddy. It's a little dumb.
Yeah,
but it didn't help him though. But
it was fine in this.
I also love that his daughter lights up a joint earlier, and both joints had the same like shape to them. It's like the bugled out and like. Not every joint is exactly the same, and there are certain conventions, but they look like they were rolled by like the same. Like she like
saying it's in the blood.
She like inherited his like style, and his is all old and brown and like horrible, and hers is like new and all that stuff. Yeah. So dumb things like that where I'm like, okay, that's cool. But yeah, that's his daughter. I thought she was fine. I liked her more than Dalton, who I don't know at all yet.
Oh yeah. I liked her a million times more than him, mostly because he's had no opportunity to do anything that I care about at all.
Yeah.
And she had like a really great scream and cry when her mom died. I'm like, you're an actress.
Yes, exactly.
Like, you're almost a little too good for this show.
You're a little outclassing the people.
But then when Kelly and Dalton.
I wrote that. I don't know.
When they show up, she shoots she has like the under grenade launcher thing or something, but it's like a can of bug spray or something that shoots into his mouth.
That was so dumb. Yeah, she shoots something into his
I looked at the gun. I'm like, where'd that come from?
And then
you heard, I thought, unless I added it in my mind in post, which I do sometimes. I thought it was like a thump, and I was like, what shot that?
And then it's in his mouth, and then they do like the Jaws thing where they shoot the thing out of his mouth, and that explodes it or whatever. Yeah, I blocked that out of my memory because it bothered me, or it was like not good or whatever. You. Yeah. Oh yeah, but the acting thing. They have this great that's when Ash gets pulled out by the mascot. They're having like a tender moment. And he's like, listen, kid. I know we haven't had a lot, time yet to know each other, blah blah, whatever he's saying or something. This is how it is. This is how it starts. Or the world comes at you fast or something. And she's crying and whimpering like, what do you mean doing all that stuff? And then like the mascot grabs him and all that stuff.
That scene. So like I was like on a treadmill watching this,
and I fell off and died.
I watch a lot of horror movies, and I do a lot of things on the treadmill, and not often am I shocked and scared by something. And this is not even a scary show.
Just like
that moment, like I did like the quick side step where I almost lost my balance.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, good on you, Ash.
It would have been great if Ash vs. Evil Dead season 3 killed you somehow.
That would be great.
That would be awesome. But that's the greatest thing ever. How then, like the bookend of that is, it's like, that's my daughter. Fuck you! And he's like, we're still getting to know each other. And the whole thing, the whole flow of that, where him being like, well, now we're still getting to know each other, but I think it's gonna be all right. And the whole thing, and she's just like, she's in the back like, no, this is awful or something. Yeah. It's a good flow. I also loved Pablo being Candy Bar is like, did I make a mistake? Like reaching out to you guys. It's like, oh no, Hefe's great. Everything's wonderful. Except that time I got cut in half.
Why do you travel back in time and save me?
He says, they went back in time to save me, but when we got back, it was like nothing had changed or whatever, something like that. Where I was like, wait a minute, what is he? What is he hinting at? What is he getting at there or whatever? Because a lot has changed, right? Now he's a hero. He opened up a shop. Everything's different, supposedly.
Or what he means.
Or is he referring to the fact that now there's Deadites again all of a sudden and nothing changes that way?
Maybe that's what he meant.
I don't know. I wasn't sure what I was meant to take from that.
You could reach into that a lot of ways.
Yeah. But I was like, wait, what did he say? What the fuck? That's something. But it turned out to be not much, so whatever.
Yeah.
But here we are. The stage is set. I don't know why Dalton's on the show. What does he bring to the table that Ash or Kelly couldn't do?
They needed more male action, and Pablo and Kelly couldn't do it.
Obviously, the daughter's there for whatever reason she's there, and that's going to come into play. That would make sense if there's like a fake evil Ash, because the daughter would be like, wait, what? And have a weird thing.
Do you think the daughter dies shockingly quick?
Just rightly quick. I think by episode 4 she'll die.
My only speculation here is based solely on a pack of pins they gave out.
The fuck?
And there was no pin of the daughter.
No, so like a lot of seasons have had a character that kind of tags along and is then like Ted, what's her name's daughter, Linda's daughter.
Yeah.
Like they're there.
You think Linda's going to be in this season?
I don't know, because he mentions her real quick, but she's not around anymore. I thought that they were going to do a thing, but then it turns out maybe that's I don't know.
Like I thought if she wasn't going to be in it, like at least kill her off right quick.
Do something, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they couldn't get her back. I don't know, something dumb.
Know.
But she should be in there to do a whole thing. But you should have like a hanger-on that then ends up, like you said, I think shockingly quick would be accurate, but here we might make it to episode like 4.
Okay.
Or she'll be there the entire time, and then the show's canceled, and you're like, what are you doing? Yeah.
Maybe.
So we will know if she starts to like show traits of like Hefe-ness. I think that she'll be around and like no matter what. But if she's just has to get saved every episode, she'll eventually end up dying.
I would almost see it the other way. I would almost see it if she starts showing traits
and
like where you think she's going to take over the mantle of like the Hefe, she'll die that episode.
Sure, okay. Yeah.
It's kind of like someone saying, I love you for the first time or something like that. Bam,
yeah, it's like, oh, you completed your character arc, so the clock's ticking. You're going to have to, because that would be a good thing, too, for like the theme of like Kelly taking the mantle or Pablo taking the mantle, but Ash still has to, right, in his old stupid thing and keep fighting the Deadites forever. He's like condemned to that or something.
Yeah.
There we go. Last season, we've dug in.
Yeah, we're 1 episode in. We got a little bit of a ways to go. We've made a couple predictions. So far, so good. All right, guys, that's this episode. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we will see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.